How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. We had a couple things going on here at the mini Barndominium build. One thing is we bought the, I think I showed you guys before, it was a Valspar 2000 paint. Now this is paint with primer in it. And Julie wanted an eggshell paint. So we found it in the 5-gallon bucket. And this says that it's a base paint. So we kind of had a little thing going. We bought 3 5-gallon, I think it was 3 5-gallon buckets of this. And we come in and we painted the whole entire structure once with it. And then we got through the bedrooms with the second coat, and I decided I needed to go and get some more paint. So I figured we'd go to Lowe's. And in my area, I got 2 different Lowe's. I got one on this side of me, and I got one over here. So the first one, we went over here and got it. The second one, I had to go over there because it was a little bit closer. So when we got it, we brought it down, and the guy says it's a base paint. It needs a tint. Am I saying it right? It needs tint in it. Well, when we first bought these jugs of paint, Julie noticed on the bottom, and it says it must be tinted. And she asked the 2 people there at the paint desk, does it have to be tinted?
Because it's already white, and that's what we wanted to use was white paint.
So,
and they said, no, it's fine, you can use it straight out of the bucket, it's fine, you know. So then when we went the second time to buy paint,
at the other Lowe's,
yeah, they're telling us that it needs to be tinted.
So we're just letting you know to have heads up, if you buy this Valspar 2000,
even if you want it white, you still should have it tinted because they're saying it doesn't have a lot of pigment in it, so it's not going to be like a real bright white, which we thought it covered really well.
and as you guys see on video, it's white, but they said something about the pigment, so we're hoping that it doesn't turn yellow in the future. So that was a little something with the paint. I know I showed that on video. I just want you to know.
Not that it's that big a deal. We just wanted to let you know that you really should get it tinted if it says tinted.
Even if they tell you not to tint it, it says right on the bucket itself, must be tinted. So obviously if the manufacturer says it needs to be tinted, it should be tinted. So that's one thing out of the way. Now, I got a package in the mail just a little bit ago, and this is from Tom Silvis.
Looks like Silvis.
Tom Silvis.
Perry, Ohio.
Yeah, from Perry, Ohio. They really nice. It sounds like a really nice couple. They left us a note. They actually write us a little letter, and they sent me a set of suspenders, which are pretty cool.
He said his wife made them. His wife Lori.
Here's the letter. Now they're out of Ohio, and I guess Tom and his wife are building a house like ours. So and they built.
It says in Sigel, S-I-G-E-L, PA. I guess I never heard of it, so I guess I'm pronouncing that right.
Well, Tom actually left us a telephone number so we can call them, and we will give them a phone call and talk to them.
Yeah, his wife made Kevin a pair of suspenders.
Custom suspenders.
Yeah, that was really nice.
As you guys know, I'm always wearing suspenders, but today I don't have suspenders on. I have a belt on now, and I always wear the suspenders because
when you're working.
Yeah, I always wear suspenders, almost all the time.
Yeah, because you're constantly pulling up your pants, so.
Well, the thing is, I have no butt, so, and that's all there is to it. If you don't have a butt, you either wear suspenders or a belt that's too tight that chokes you to death. But I do appreciate the suspenders, and I will be wearing them. Absolutely, they're nice, they're really nice.
Yeah, I don't know what they're made.
They're like made from, looks like a nylon.
Yeah,
like a nylon strapping.
Strap, yeah.
So,
that's really cool.
Tom and Lori, we have your telephone numbers. We'll give you guys a call, and maybe, just maybe, if me and Julie, or Julie and I, can get the house done, maybe we'll come out and pay you guys a visit this summer and see how your
build is going. We need to find out
going.
where Sigel, PA is. That's where they're building.
Yeah, I'm sure we could find it. And they're out of Ohio or PA?
Well, they're from Ohio, but it says they're building a house in
Well, it's gotta be probably,
Siegel, PA.
that's probably north of us for sure.
Never heard of it, so yeah.
So, yeah, maybe we can come out there and check out your build. We would love to do that. Or maybe you'd just like to come down and check out ours. That would be fine too. But, so, what we're doing now is Julie has, we have a coat, the second coat of paint throughout the whole entire structure, all but this room here.
Yeah.
Now, we're only going to do 2 coats of paint. And like I said, it's eggshell. What we're doing is we're trying to just get the house done as quick as we can. We're not going to worry about colors.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's like, oh, white. Well,
In the future, if Julie chooses to change a color or do another color, that's fine. But right now, we really don't have time for colors.
White's the easiest and the quickest to get it done. You don't have to worry about being neat about it. So.
We have a lot of work to do. So what we're going to do today, we're going to be messing around in one of the bedrooms. We have a few hours we could spend. Our granddaughter has a ball game tonight. She plays basketball. So we got to be at the ball game. But we're going to go ahead and maybe put up a ceiling fan or maybe do some outlets or something because there's always something to do here. So we'll see what we can get into. All right, so this is one of the first rooms that we started painting, and it's good for the ceiling fan. We can go ahead and start sticking some of this electricity
Well,
up.
this room and the other bedroom is the ones that we did with the paint that wasn't tinted. So I'm not going to repaint them because I think they look fine. So hopefully it doesn't turn yellow or any weird,
Right.
you know, off.
Well, you're
white
eventually
color.
going to change the color of the bedrooms
Yeah.
anyhow.
Yeah.
So right now you just got a good base coat
Yeah.
on them. So what I'm going to be working on is a ceiling fan today.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of got it laid out on the table so we can go through the instructions, make sure we put it together right, and get it
Of course,
put
I
up.
have to pick out something difficult, right?
No, I think they're all like that. When you
Okay.
get them, they come in, they're in
I'm
pieces.
not crazy about this one because it only operates with a remote, which, you know,
Yeah, well,
not that crazy about, but
hopefully your light will stay
Yeah.
on.
this is what the fan is going to look like.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna get this thing pretty much put together and then we'll get you guys back in here. Gotta figure it out. I'm sure you don't wanna sit here and waste a bunch of time, so
It's a ceiling fan.
we'll be back.
There's another 3 blades.
What if we just take one blade and tilt it down just to see if anybody notices?
No,
Put the wood down.
no, we're not doing that. Should I tighten these or not yet?
Yeah, you can tighten them if you got all 3 of them in. Never tighten your first screw, that way if you have to move it, you know, it'll still move for you. You want me to turn it back around to you?
I'm just trying to see
There
if
you
it's lined up. Oh wait, right. There, don't move. Don't move. Hold on. I think that was it right there.
You got it.
All right.
Now line your other holes up before you tighten down. You're good there.
It should be. You would think they're
No, they still have a little bit of room to move around.
a little bit wiggle room. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it wants to keep turning. Okay. Geez, that is hard, ain't it?
Yeah.
Hard on the neck and trying to get the dumb thing lined up. Yeah. You got the camera on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh.
I'm videotaping you. You put it upside down.
Well, no, I was gonna say, well, as you can see, the blades you can put either side.
This one kind of got a wood grain to
It's
it,
kind
or
of like
gray.
a gray weathered look,
The other one's
but
white.
I'm boring. I just like the plain old white. But you can switch them either direction.
I would have put the wood grain on.
I know you would, but that's all right.
Well, that's the first step to doing your ceiling fan. I mounted the bracket and gave Julie the
Hard part.
the hard part, mounting the blades.
Getting the blades on.
So all we gotta do now is mount our light and stuff in. I might be able to try it. I don't know.
I
We'll
was gonna
see.
say, yeah, we don't.
I think I
if
could
we
try
can
it.
hook it up or not.
Yeah, I might be able to do that. Yeah, you definitely want to make sure all your connections are tight. Now this light is set up, it's LED, and Julie just asked me how you're gonna get another light for it if it burns out.
Yeah, I didn't remember.
I think these are made to last a pretty long time.
Okay.
So,
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
that's
got,
kind of weird looking, so.
it's got a whole bunch of lights in it. So now we gotta put our globe on here.
Where's it at?
It's in the box.
Oh, it's still in the box.
Yeah,
Oh.
I left it in the box. I didn't think it broke.
I didn't even realize there was a garbage on it.
I suppose it's probably a twist on one.
Let me see, I'm gonna get it out here. Oh, okay. Oh, there it is.
Hey, you don't wanna lose it. I would say it's twist on one.
Okay.
But you could check.
Let me see what it says.
I'm gonna say it is.
Align the slots on the shade with the protrusions on the inside of the fitter plate. Turn the shade to the right clockwise until it no longer turns. Oh, cool.
There you are.
Yay. I like it. It looks good. Only thing I don't like I said, it came with a remote, which I'm not crazy about. I'd
Our
rather just
first-
have the pull strings.
Our first ceiling fan.
Got the batteries put in the remote. Let's give it a try. Hey, it works.
There is light.
Oh, maybe I do like the remote. That's pretty cool. Okay, then we have a higher speed.
Oh, geez.
Ooh, there's two. And then now we have the third. Ooh, it's really kicking. And I guess the zero just shuts it off, or what is zero?
I don't know, try it.
Oh, the zero shuts it off.
Well, at least it works.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. It came with this little holder
You gotta
Put the
hold it up
remote
high
in.
because they can't see it.
and a couple screws to where you can screw the holder to wherever so you don't lose your remote.
Neat.
Pretty cool. Like it.
All right.
Okay.
That's one of two. We got one to put in the other room
Just
over there.
now, hopefully this doesn't get lost. Can we shut it off?
That's a fancy light.
Fancy, huh?
Fancy.
I don't know about fancy.
All right, let's move to the next one. All right, we're on our second fan. This is the last blade. Then we just got to do the light piece for the light, and the glove, and the bulb. You know, you have to be able to do some of this stuff on your own because you don't want to have to call an electrician. You call an electrician, it's going to cost you money. Read the instructions and go to YouTube. That's the best place to go to find out ways of doing things. With us right now, it's just go through the instructions, go step by step, and it all comes together at the end. So we're going to need that plate down there, Jewel. It's nice because Julie just reads the instructions and I usually understand what she reads, even if she can't.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to have the pictures also.
Yeah, who don't go by pictures? Guys don't go by instructions, we go by pictures.
Yeah. Well, just looking at the picture, you can pretty much understand it.
Okay, I'm thinking this guy is gonna go over. Oh my, I might be too short.
Need the taller step ladder.
All right, we had to get a bigger ladder, taller ladder, because them little screws up on the top, you really can't get to them unless you're above them. So, Julie's just hooking up the strings now. This one here doesn't have a remote. It's not really high class like the one over there in the other room.
High class.
It's
Ooh, we got a remote. You're high class.
fancy. So this one here, we've already got a, let's see. There's our little light, and there's our band.
Yeah.
That's fancy too.
It works is all that matters.
Yeah, that's the main thing. So this, you know, these are hooked up to a switch, so when you walk into your room, you can turn your light on. This is basically the only light we're going to have in the room. Unless you would put a nightstand or something, put a light on the
Yeah,
nightstand.
yeah.
But this, I think, will do just fine for what we need in here. So that's 2 ceiling fans we got done tonight.
Yeah.
Not too bad. We get something done every night. Okay, that's 2 ceiling fans down. 1 more to go in here, but we're not going to be able to do the one in here until we actually build the beam that's going to go down through the center of the ceiling. But in the next few days, we're hoping to get the kitchen and living room painted, and then while Julie's doing some of that, I can be in the back putting in receptacles and lights.
All our lights.
Yeah, we got tons of these lights. There's actually 19 of these lights total in this house.
Yeah.
And I hope we didn't overkill on it too much. But maybe in the future we could put them on a dimmer switch if we have to, so they're not too bright. But anyhow, we gotta just get this room painted, the kitchen and the living room, and start putting in all electrical components like switches and outlets and lights. So that's what we're gonna see. Now, I'd like to tell Tom and Lori, thank you for the suspenders. I got your telephone number. We'll give you a ring, and maybe we can chat for a while. So, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, yesterday we didn't get much done, just the 2 ceiling fans, so we figured today we're going to try to tackle this last room, the kitchen and living room. We're going to get the coat of paint on it, and then we're done. On to the electric. We did put one light in last night. Julie, she couldn't stand it. She wanted one light in. So I'll show you the light that we had put in. Yeah, it was just laying around, so we put that one in last night. That's pretty cool. These little lights are really nice for the build. They're nice because you don't have to have all the boxes up in the ceiling. They just pretty much clamp in. But I'll show you them. If you didn't see the video on them, I'll show you them as we're putting them in. And they're actually really neat to work with. So basically all we're going to do tonight is put one more coat of paint on this room and be done.
A couple hours.
Yeah, a few hours. A few hours, and then maybe we'll pop some lights in if we get it done early and we feel like it. If not, we'll work on it the next day. All right, we have our last coat of paint on.
Oh,
Julie is really happy. So tomorrow, after I get off work, we're going to start the wiring. I started pulling out some of the wires. I'm going to try to do one circuit at a time. If I can get all these done through here, we'll have lights in pretty much every room besides the laundry room. Yeah, every room besides the laundry room, because all the lights are on the same one. So as you look around, everything looks really nice. And now's when everything starts to come together. You know, you get to put the covers on things, the receptacles. We had some, like around the shower, like the little, what's this thing in here? The access panels. You get to put your access panels on. I got one down there and one over here. And then we got that one for the wash machine. You know, it gets rid of all that ugly around the outlets. You know what I mean? All that cut drywall. So tomorrow we're going to be working on some wiring. I'll do a couple of them, show you guys how we're doing them. And then we'll get them done. But I'm thinking it's going to take me about 3 days to do all the wiring. And we get to put our little lights in. Julie just had to have that little light up in the ceiling up there. I think I showed you guys once. Didn't I show them that?
I was just laying around. So
Yeah.
put it in.
It'll be nicer when you flip the switch on, it comes on.
Yeah.
So,
Get rid of all those fluorescent lights that are
yeah. These things are a pain, but they have been a lifesaver. And we got cords running everywhere because we don't have them on a switch. So I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow.